Hello, foodie beauties. Bonjour, les amis. Hello. I have some things I want to talk about. About the YouTube Underground and Rage Potato FFG being on Lolcow Live. Just gonna put it out there. Keem, you really ran a circus, a clown show. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. You have no idea who these people are. So you're gonna learn today, okay? First, I just want to say, okay, my entire point, as usual, what I said, as usual, was completely misconstrued. I've said a million times that I was mad at myself about what happened. I shouldn't have allowed myself to go up there, and I shouldn't have allowed you to look at my pictures. You probably would have done it anyways. The fact that kid behind the camera is taking, you know, a gleeful joy and is laughing at the fact that he tastelessly was the one who distributed my picture, even if it was on my OnlyFans in the past. That's my opinion. I don't think it's right to do to a woman. I don't think it's right. And a part of me feels like you guys don't give a shit about that. And that is why I didn't think that I would be good for the show. Okay? Nothing personal. Whatever. Do you. All right? At this point in my life, I'm not the person I was that these people go up on panel and bring up. I'm not that person anymore. I still swear a lot and I still sin, whatever. But I've moved on from that part of my life. I'm 40 and it's just not a headspace. It's not entertaining for me really anymore. I thought that maybe it would be, considering my past and, you know, my status as a Lolcow, whatever. I really don't feel like I am a Lolcow anymore. I feel like I don't really do much. I'm kind of boring now, but whatever. I eat in a hijab, which would be you, Keem, because it's your show. And you really just listened to one side and were like, oh, wow, that's insane, about everything they said, when it was pretty much all lies. Like, number one, I'm dying of laughter because I knew if FFG and Yappa, being the disgusting fat cowards they are, went on any panel, they're not going to cam up. Please do me a favor, please ask them to cam up the next time they come on. This is what FFG looks like. The fact that they say that they talk shit about my behavior is bullshit. There's nothing to talk about now. They have the nerve. I heard Yappa say that I bully her. I bully her. I bully you? Look at her channel. Do I have thousands of videos on these women? These creatures? No, I don't. No. What I do is I defend myself and match their energy. These people have been bullying me for years. I mean, I consider the source, so it doesn't really hurt my feelings. They're cowards. They don't cam up. Show your fat faces. It's unbelievably hypocritical and hilarious to me that Boogie, who's bigger than me, I'm 349 pounds. I've weighed myself in Thailand. I've weighed myself at the doctor's. I've weighed myself several times here, but they say it's a rigged scale. There's always some kind of bullshit with no proof, okay? So if that's your entertainment, just a believing stupid shit for whatever, if that's what you're into, fine. But you must know some things about these people too, okay? First of all, Yappa is a scab of YouTube. Her skeletons outweigh mine any day of the week. I'm trying to think of some things that they accuse me of. I never smoked crack in my life. First of all of these things that they're talking about were from more than 3 years ago, or about 3 years ago, okay? This guy, she's saying that they say I chased around. First of all, I went through, and it's all documented. Go look up Sam's Bar Lounge video. Actually, I'll play the clip for you.
I'm not scout.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm not scout.
Hey, he just threw his cigarette at me, and he just threw his fucking thing at me.
I'm not scout.
He's throwing his cigarette at me.
And don't fucking tell me scout again.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
I'm not scout. And don't tell me scout again. Go, get my nerve. Call Mike. Nobody scared me, bitch. Because I scared when people eat people. Me, I fucking eat people. You fucking don't me. You don't know me. You don't know me.
Stay where you are. Do not come back here.
You don't know.
Stay where you are. Okay? Thank you. Woman to woman, stay where you are.
What you gonna do?
Stay where you are, please.
It's not your business.
No. You just slapped me across the face so hard.
It's not your business.
You just slapped me
And
across the face.
shut the fuck up, too.
Stay where you are.
She's not listening to you.
Oh, yes, you will.
Are you gonna listen to her?
No, yes, you will.
No.
Yes, you will.
Good.
Yes, you will. Oh, you say no now. Nope.
This is the guy that they're saying that I chased around. They're saying that I made up forged documents at the police station. That's a fucking lie. That's a bullshit lie. Hold on, guys. I'm getting to the drama in a minute. Indian seasoning, turmeric, coriander. Oh my god, that's so cool. New spices because I don't have any. and on live stream. And how cute. Making breakfast before taking action. This guy is like unbelievable. It just keeps getting worse. I'm at my wit's end. I cannot handle anymore. You need to F off. Like, you're gonna go and take action against me for what? I didn't delete your stupid fucking video. You even said so yourself. I changed my password. She has linked to my account. You're letting your fucking, I'm getting Starbucks. Oh no, I gotta get gas. Sorry. You're letting your little minions get in your head. I did not delete your video. I don't have access to your account. Contact YouTube and prove it. Actually, I'm really looking forward to that. Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay? So your paranoia, you need to like lay off the drugs or something, okay? I don't know what your problem is, but you're paranoid. Number 2, anyone with $20, I could pay someone $20, they could do the same job. Real nice attitude after I fucking hours of editing for you. And the fact that you have $4,000 right now is because you have a fucking channel that you're earning ad revenue from. You ungrateful fucking prick. So if anyone can do it, then do it. Edit your videos. Unbelievable. And yes, people who are saying, well, now she only wants to contact the police now because she's mad. Well, yeah, because I forgave you. You forgave me for talking about you online. I forgave you for all of the abusive shit you did to me. You don't remember that, right? You want me to list it online? I don't think so. Yeah, so that's why now. How do you know how much I made? How much he makes? I'm just going based off of, because when he first started, I was seeing how much. Like, I would go into his studio to help him do his videos. Like, to edit, I have to go in there, right? And while I had access with his account, the only time I ever, he's not gonna let this go. When he thinks I deleted one of his videos, that's all he focuses on. Like, if he doesn't care about what he does wrong, he's not wrong at all in this relationship. Or at all in life, period, with anybody. So, anyway, I'm just assuming he might even make more than that now. I don't know how much he definitively, like, I don't know for sure how much he made, but roughly, like, the last time I saw it, it was around that. So that's why, I don't know. It's kind of a guess. Like, you're so ungrateful. I did not delete, I only deleted one vid, like, I admitted to that, like, a long time ago, whenever I was helping him with his account, and he was talking all kinds of shit about me in that video. Like, you are the most ungrateful asshole I've ever met in my life. Like, I can't believe that. Oh, and you just, what, you want recognition for helping me? Oh, maybe, that would be nice instead of just being screamed at all the time. You don't get to choose that. You do what you do, and there's consequences for it. I don't know if you know that. Like, grow up, maybe. We'll see. You are hanging out with a 50-year-old. Why doesn't she fucking teach you these things in life? Like, just get rid of my stuff. You think that you're gonna go file a restraining order? They're gonna look at your videos, moron, and they're gonna see you making fun of me all night with my clothes. You look like an obsessed loser. And you're gonna go and report me? You're gonna go to the police and be like, she deleted my YouTube video. Do you have proof of this, sir? And nobody gives a shit about your YouTube video that would make $12. Nobody cares about your $12 YouTube video. You want me to apologize for talking shit about you online? What about my apology? I get fuck all, and I get treated like shit from you every day of the week when I'm there. It's bullshit, actually. So, you can play this game. And I'm good at playing games, so you know what? What the fuck? I'm trying to be serious! So he deleted his own video and probably blamed it on me because he wants to try to get back at me somehow. Don't fuck with me, okay? Word of advice. So smart was Diana. After complaining, she then told everyone her sister's name in capitals just so we were all clear. She's an idiot. What's wrong? Boomer doesn't know how to use technology? Hey, it's not my fault your geriatric lovers don't know how to use technology, okay? Ugh. As you say when you touch my underwear. Ugh. You're ugh. You're a big time ugh. You didn't sleep 2 hours? Oh, baby. I slept like a fucking baby last night. I slept like a baby. He's on his way to the courthouse? If he really is, I'm going to the police station right now. I mean, like, do I go to the like police station and like file a police report like for every single thing he's already done to me, or what? You cannot file a restraining order against someone you have never lived with or don't have children with, but you can ask a court for a peace bond, which can be made against anyone. I don't know his, I couldn't find, I know where his PO is. I can go over there right now. Let's get lunch first. I feel like I don't have any like justice or closure, and I feel like a huge injustice has been done to me. So maybe I won't rest until, I don't know, maybe like going to the police station and just like telling my whole story will just cement everything and end everything for me, and that'll be it. I'll let them deal with everything. Early on when I first got with him, he was on the phone with his first probation officer, and the probation officer heard my voice in the background and was like, who's it? Who's that? And then he's like, oh, it's my girlfriend or whatever. And the probation officer was like, does she know about Delphine? And at the time I was like, what? Like at the time, I can't believe I just brushed that off. Does she know about your past with, basically, does she know about your past with domestic violence, basically? And me, I'm just like, oh, la la la. Hi, probation officer, nice to meet you. That's literally like what I said too. I'm a fucking idiot. Like, sorry, I never had a criminal boyfriend before in my life. Especially not one for that reason. So no, I didn't know. And for me, when it came with that, didn't set off any red flags, because day 2, he had already conditioned me by telling me all his wonderful story, his sob story about how Delphine set him up and kidnapped him and blah, blah, blah. Always the fucking victim. Always the victim. What a moron. Like, I have more grounds for legal action than him, and he's gonna take legal action against me? What a stupid idiot. Delphine even shaved her head. You're welcome. Am I doing this too late? Probably. Obviously. But I was always, I came online and talked shit about him a lot whenever something would happen. So I was always not happy about things that would happen to me, but I never took legal action or anything because I was always hopeful that he would change and things would work out. And that's just not the case. I'm gonna go to his probation officer's office since I can't find online. I mean, I probably could if I'm just lazy. I'm gonna go there and get a card and send her a nice email. I know her name. She watches our videos. I highly doubt that. Well, she probably does, but she doesn't see the stuff that's not on camera. She just sees you victimizing another person, Dee Dee. You lying ass. I've been friends with her for 11 years. She came into my fish restaurant. I made her like fish. Oh, but then Dee Dee on Facebook. Can't wait to try your cooking. Yeah, you can't wait to try his cooking. And then getting on my ass about rubbing it in that I pay for all the food. Yeah, if I pay and you cook it all for your videos, you don't see, that's the thing. You don't appreciate fuck all. You don't realize what it takes to do a video, to do your videos. Your cooking videos, it takes people with like the ability to do something. I was doing something nice for you, and you fucking treated me like shit behind the scenes. That's my whole point. You don't realize. $250 a week minimum on food for your videos. All of the hours of editing. But that's nothing. You're just gonna brush that off. I love that. That's how you're able to make a living right now. And I love how you're brushing that off. I did all the hard work. You literally come online and fucking stare at the camera with your beak and say thanks for super chat, and that's hard work. And you still have to use me for views. You have my clothes hung up in the background, and you think that you're not gonna look insane going to the police and being like, yeah, I need to file a restraining order against my ex because I'm crazy and I have her clothes on display. You're a moron. You're an idiot. Taking action. So am I. I'm driving to your probation officer right now. On the way to Gatineau. On the way to Gatineau. The thing is like, how do they know it's like truth? It's like her word against his word. But at the time that it happened, I did talk about it. Like, actually, I'm glad I talked about him online, because all this is video evidence, video diary evidence of everything that's ever happened. So, and what are you going to tell the police about me? She went and talked about me online every time I ever did anything bad to her, anytime I was abusive to her. She talked about it online. Like, what are you gonna say? You know you have nothing. Like, why? Like, you're insane. You do this to yourself. You make your life hell by yourself. This is all your fault. This is all you're doing. So I'm not going to be scared to anymore. I'm going to share my story and let the law handle everything. It's kind of out of my hands. And that's it. And in closing, the way you treat women is disgusting. And Dee Dee, you co-sign that shit and stay at the trap house for 3 weeks. The fucking boss woman you are is disgusting and beyond me. And honestly, I hope he doesn't seriously harm you. But, like, this is ridiculous at this point. I don't know what else. When he abuses you, you're a victim. When he abuses Dee Dee, yeah, she does deserve it. I don't give a fuck about her. I don't care if she gets fucking strangled. I don't care. If I was in his proximity right now, I would go to jail because I would fucking beat the fuck out of him. Going to the PO office right now. You and Dee Dee better run and catch up with me. Uh-oh. You're fucking with the wrong one, pal. The wrong one. This is enough. This is bullshit. She allegedly deleted one of my live streams, which you have no proof I did, which I didn't. And anyway, I think all of the other dozens of videos I have done for you compensates. Like, don't you think so? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Everything I'm going to tell them. Your threats against Pete's. He's got it coming. I've made up my mind about Pete's. He's got it coming. I just have to pay someone money. Yeah, you remember saying those things? Okay, I do. He's at the courthouse having his relocation application approved to move to Montreal. Yeah, we'll see about that. Girl, stop making Dutch nothing. I'm going to... I can't really talk about it. I have to come back in an hour. It's more serious than I thought, actually. Okay, let me go get a bite to eat first. Well done. Thank you. Okay, I can't look at the chat. I'm leaving a police station. I'm legally allowed to talk about it? After, just give me time. I think that's the hotel May stayed at. I can't wait for this arc to be done. Anybody? Anyone else? I'm over it. It's gonna be over soon. I'm gonna call Pete. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye. I went to charge him because he was abusing me, just like you saw in that video. When this was happening, I talked about everything he did to me. He gave me STDs. He financially abused me. He emotionally abused me. He was cheating with hookers, which is how he gave me an STD, and I didn't know. He beat me. He burnt cigarettes out on me. And the fact that they're just up there, that's what they do. They're vile. So to say that I'm the vile person, when they're literally victim shaming somebody who's been in an abusive relationship. Why doesn't he have pictures of you? Not yet. Because, like, look at, like, I've done nothing but trashing. Like, even though, like, if you guys say, well, you're just telling your story, whatever, still. But I agree, I can't just, like, keep changing my mind or coming on here and just, like, being, like, talking shit and then changing my, like, you guys, I'm sure you're confused, but it's actually, yeah, Mr. Toad, it is drama. Especially since it's not true. Don't worry, we're working on getting the footage. Don't worry. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyone who watches May, like, I'm sorry, like, I'm not saying people, like, there's so many lies. Like, no, concrete proof. That's what. Like, there's so many holes in the story. Like, you don't message somebody the day after being raped or sexually assaulted and cry about being rejected. Like, you don't do that. Sorry. So that's all I'm gonna say. But I don't know, I have a video, like her most recent video, like saying she went on business, yet she had the message to Natter says, I'm coming to Canada to see you. To see you. So Natter is like super excited about having fans. This woman is like 80. Not saying that 80-year-olds don't get sexually assaulted, it happens, but nothing ever sexual. Like, no, we have all the messages. Like, there's also, like, if there's cameras, like, he's seen her for like 10 minutes. Like, that the camera would prove that. Like, there's footage of her chasing him down the street, and he's like, I gotta go. Like, she tried to, like, grab his dick and shit, and, like, no. She's actually, like, if you watch her, you can tell she's sitting on a piss pad. The whole time her camera's pointed at her crotch. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, people, it's like, but meeting up with somebody doesn't mean you rape them. Do you know what I mean? She clearly says, don't mess with American. You know, it's not about your rejection of me. Yeah, it is, obviously. Like, it's all in the messages. What more proof do you need? Like, for somebody who did that to her, she didn't block him. she gave him a thumbs up answer when he's like, what did I do to you? Like, can you tell me? Like, you're lying. It's like, she is racist. She's very racist. And like the people who just like, obviously it's just people like, I don't know. And she said like they made her like go back to the States to file a report. Like, no, I'm sorry. If you go to the cops and you go online before you go to the cops and tell people your story, I don't know. It's so full of bullshit that she would fucking lose in a second. Her own daughter turned her back on her. Yeah, there's reactions to that too, for sure. It doesn't matter, Lucky Lola. My experiences are different. Okay, and I've already said that. I'm not talking about that. We've decided that we're gonna try this, and that's my choice. Like, things have been really good, and that's it. And I love him, and that's what I want to do. And I am sorry. Like, I feel like shit that I just like aired out so much dirty stuff about us too. Like, that doesn't help, you know. He went to her hotel room because like he told me about that. I remember he's like some fan of mine saying she's gonna come from the States, like this older woman, and wants to try my food and stuff like that. She was traveling to Canada and she wants to come and like stop by. Do you want to meet my fan with me? Like he did ask me that. I remember, and I was like, oh, and I was like, it's not gonna happen. Like, nobody's gonna come, and he didn't think so either. And then she did come, and like I was away from him not very long that day. I don't know. And then I guess it was like the whole thing was like he went there, and because she traveled all the way down, you know. So anyway, so that's all I know. And well, I know everything, but yeah, I don't want to talk about it. But her, like, all of the messages, like the entire conversation, like you can see she's full of shit. Like, he apparently did this to her, but then she messages him like the day after. I'm like, I knew you'd never call me last night. You rejected me, blah, blah, blah. Just like, obviously, you know what I mean? So it's just stupid. He did nothing. It's fucking bullshit. I mean, there's like, she's lying, completely lying. She's like, he pushed me down on the bed and did what he did. So if he did that, had sex with you, but in your message you're saying they're going to test for STDs, the pre-cum, there would be actual cum. It wouldn't be pre-cum. Like, there's so many, no, you're not going to win this, sorry. And it just, yeah, so that's why I'm just like, no, there's so many things. You don't lie about that stuff. You don't lie about that stuff. SA can ruin someone's life, but accusing someone of SA will ruin someone's life. All you need is some crazy woman scorn like her. You know, like, I don't know, why is she doing a video talking while she's sitting on piss pads? Like, I don't get it. Totally grounds for, like, suing. Like, you can definitely ruin someone's life with that. That's what she says in the message. I know you have a criminal record or whatever. Like, hello, you don't say that to somebody that just assaulted you. You don't threaten them. You don't message and threaten them after, you know? Like, it's so stupid.
So what happened was I was in love with this person, okay? And then he became abusive. They're not abusive right away, you know? I fell in love with this person, unfortunately, and I've never had experience with being in an abusive relationship in my life before like that. You know, I've always been, before that I was in like 14 years of like, with decent people. I mean, I've had some bad apples here and there, but nothing long term. So, he's a narcissist abuser. So, he's vile. He's actually in court right now for SA of an elderly person. So they believe the person he's with now, as you've seen, is abused. They believe that the elderly woman could be abused, but not me, because they hate me. So anything to fit their narrative, right?
I absolutely don't think physical violence is okay. Maybe I'm willing to excuse it for people I love. I'm not being physically abused right now. That's the thing. I don't want to talk about Shannon, Dom, any of that anymore, but I feel like people want me to talk about stuff. Like, they don't want to, because I open that can of worms, and I feel like it's like not going to close. You know what I mean? Until people know that I'm like 100% okay. Like, you don't believe me that I'm okay. I am. It's mentally exhausting. I want you guys to have fun on my channel. That's all I ever want. I don't want to stress. Even when I share my life with you, I don't want you, I guess I just didn't realize how like things affect other people in my life. I don't realize that. And especially like my viewers, my VIBs, my fans, like I don't realize how that affects you guys because, you know, like, I don't know. Anyways, it's hard because like the way I see it, I don't know. I think it's just a learning lesson. Like, maybe there are things I shouldn't share. I don't know why I do this. You guys have to remember that when you have an emotional attachment to somebody, you know, it's different than how everyone else feels. Right then, look at Sam! So cute! It's not cat deflection, it's because he's crying and he's cute. Yeah, I know, I just mean like, you know, you come in here, you give me shit for something I did wrong, for shaking your finger at me, I get it. So, I apologize. Let's move on and bees. Okay? Don't come in here every stream and fucking give me shit about the same things. It's like somebody picking at your t-shirt. Or like, you know what I mean? You did this, you did this.
You're not being physically abused right now.
Now, I went to the police station and I never filed a false report. Prove it. You have not seen the report. When I wanted to retract the report, I said that I told the police that I was mentally ill and I wasn't remembering the facts correctly and I was exaggerating them, which was not true. Actually, the first time I filed the report, everything was true. Everything. Hi. Yes. This is a recorded video. And I think for this particular subject, it will just be easier for me to do a recorded video versus just being distracted by all of your opinions and comments in the Beezing live streams. So I just want to put a trigger warning out there. If you are very sensitive to the subject of domestic violence, then, or any legal problems or any legal battles or things like that, you may not want to watch this video. So, I was not told that legally I'm not allowed to talk about what happened, but I was advised it's probably best not to talk about certain things while this case is still going on. Unfortunately, these kinds of domestic violence cases they can drag on forever. So I just wanted to kind of like clear up some of your questions very generally regarding what's happening right now. I don't want to go into detail about what he's done to me. I've talked about that in some streams. I don't think I handled it properly, but I was like out of my mind on drugs most of the time, and just out of my mind. Like when you're going through trauma like that, when you're in it, you just, I don't know. Like, I don't think I would have been able to do it if I wasn't on something, honestly. Like, I truly believe you can really be addicted to a person, for all the wrong reasons, like toxic reasons. So that being said, I know I'm going to get an extreme amount of really bad backlash, but I'm at a point now where I just have to say my truth anyways. So how people handle that at this point, I mean, I'm just going to say my truth and whatever. I know there were questions about if I had dropped the charges and everything like that. At the beginning, I wasn't going to, because, well, I had gone and made the report, and I think when I had gone to the police, I go from thinking that like this whole relationship, because of how it's online and how this whole thing has been back and forth and silly, and we've made fun of each other, we've made jokes online, there's parodies, the reaction channels, everything has made this whole case seem like a joke and seem like completely not credible. So I was at that time like motivated to report everything. I don't know what my motivation was to go to the police station that day. I think it was a mixture of things. It was like a perfect storm of things. It wasn't just one incident. It wasn't just me just being pissed off at him in that moment.
Well, now she only wants to contact the police now because she's mad. Well, yeah.
And it was an accumulation of going through just like emotional torment with like Dee Dee being there. And so on February 27th, I sent an email. I had sent a couple emails to the detective with proof. Not proof, but like, sorry, not proof, because you guys were all not there. So there's not really proof, but with just some information that I was supposed to get to him. And then I sent another email on February 27th. I did send the email. I will insert the screenshot here. Anyway, so I asked to retract the statement, and I mean my claims. And as you see, I do say they did happen, but I just don't think I want to go through with any legal proceedings. Like, you know, I don't just feel well enough. Like, I don't feel like I can handle that shit right now. And especially with someone like him, because he's just very conniving and calculating and just smart. And I'm just really, you know. So I wanted to get back together with him. There was like a time where I was like, am I going to go? Where are we going to get back together? It's very complicated. It's not as easy as that. And it's not in my hands anymore. Like, the detective told me that it's up to the Crown now what they want to do, but they will let the Crown know that I wanted to drop the charges. I changed my mind a lot on that. Like, right now, I don't really want to drop the charges because I go through phases where I feel like I'm owed my right. And then I also feel guilty and like it's my fault. So it's not in my hands, and it depends. And the reason is because it really depends on a lot of factors. So like, it depends if if the person has a prior criminal case, a prior case of domestic violence, and we know that that is the case. They usually won't drop it if there's any prior. So they are going to investigate it more than likely. I really, really, really will need your guys' support and help in this, and you guys have been, and I appreciate it. I just really need to not talk about it right now on my channel. Like, yes, I did ask for that to be retracted. I don't even know why I'm bothering defending myself. This is like the only video I'm going to make about this, and then you guys can keep having your clown show. I don't care, whatever.
And you can try to pin me for harassment.
harassment for all these messages.
No more than
but
that.
I have proof that you video chatted me. I was recording
You
everything.
need
So you know
proof
what?
from
Yeah, just try it.
people who don't
Just try
exist. You pass all the limit.
You think you're gonna maintain your channel with your fucking shit
Shit?
content? Your food looks like shit now. It's always the same bullshit. And keep making Dee Dee fatter with it. She's already ugly. She has nothing else going for her. So, yeah.
No, this one مش عارف. واحنا before this. Again, she deleted bunch of messages. Unsent message like this.
Bye. I sit down dainty? You will massage my glorious fupa? Why did you call me Krista B.I.Zion? Why did you call me that? Why did you call me that? Answer me. Oh, really? So he wants to admit that he was seeing me when he was on probation? Is that what he's doing? Oh, okay. Let's go there. Let's go there.
Okay. Yeah. Don't laugh.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hide.
I want to die right now.
Because people keep telling me if you hide your hair since she come from Montreal, here she came here. I'm not hiding this. I'm not gonna hide from nobody. This
Can you
was
turn
happening.
this light off of that?
I'm not gonna do anything. Just say because I have.
I was
I need to go,
hoping
my
that my coming here would be a private thing, but we accidentally had a mishap with the camera, and there you have it. So we are forced to be public about this.
No.
I'm moving on with my life. I don't like talking about this person anymore. And the whole 2 years that I was going through this, they were making my life hell with their reaction videos, with their victim shaming, just being disgusting. So I'll be as sweet as pie tomorrow. Oh, you know it. You know I'm gonna manipulate the fuck out of you, and you're gonna eat it up, and you're gonna watch me.